Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Fitz and today we're taking a closer look at the EB7. That is an electric folding bike from Swagtron, and I had the EB5 already, and today we're determined if it's really an upgrade and yeah, what are the key features. So stay tuned with me. So I must be honest, I got this bike and I bought it refurbished for $499, and because the EB7 was for the longest time like $700 to $800, I thought I got the upgrade for like $200 to $300 cheaper. And after riding this bike to basically make my review and testing it out, I figured out I only get 3 to 4 miles out of this boy. With the EB5 I had 15 miles in distance, what is quite disappointing. And after doing some research I figured out everybody gets around the same mileage out of it because they redesigned all the batteries. So even the EB5 has now a removable and swappable battery, what is smaller in size, gives you the upside that you can switch out the batteries now in case they break down, and after a year they usually have only 80% to 90% of their max capacity, so it's expected to switch them out. So that is on the one side nice, but you get less distance out of it. But with this one, because I thought it has a bigger frame and is overall a little bit thicker but looks really slick, I thought, hey, yeah, I still get a big distance out of it, and I did not. So I bought a second battery to confirm, because I thought maybe my refurbished battery is bad. No, even the new battery gave me only 3 to 4 miles. Overall, I must say 4 miles is a long distance, and you can travel nearly anywhere, and if it's above 4 miles you usually would take a car anyways. I would say let's talk about the specs. So we got the dual disc braking here, what is very neat with those 16-inch tires, because you can go actually a little bit faster, like the 18.6 miles per hour. Also you have a stronger motor, 350 watts. On the other hand, I'm really stoked about the bike. The design is really slick. It works a little bit different than the EB5. By the EB5 everything folds better because they upgraded the mechanisms so you can fold it down, but it's really safe now, so you have to hold things up and click it, where by the EB5 it just feels a little bit smoother. For safety this is the better one. Also when you fold down this bike, the bike actually scrapes itself, what is kind of not as nice because they don't have any bumpers onto the tires, so it will hit the frame, but it's nowhere like, oh now I destroyed the bike. It's just like, okay, you scratch it up a little bit. So just in case, for who is this bike? It's really just for the last mile commute, and it's not really meant to like, hey, I'm driving 3 miles to the beach and 3 miles back, what I would usually do. In this case, I now need to bring the second battery in case I cannot charge it where I'm going. But technically that's okay. It's really nice to have the swappable battery. I really liked what they did with the EB5 in the beginning, but it's just like a different bike for a different purpose. It's just more like a cruising thing for like I said, the last mile basically, last 2 miles, or just like you want to really pedal. Just in case, if you found this video helpful, please feel free to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below what you think about the battery, for example, because that was a big kicker for me. And I had to buy a second battery to make sure that I'm not just getting a faulty battery and I'm reviewing this bike and be like, hey, yeah, this only goes 3 miles and I really don't like it. But yeah, in general, I'm really like open for opinions, and maybe there's a solution because I already fixed my EB5 and I have now a little battery adapter for an external battery. And yeah, in general, still stoked about it, but for who is it? Basically only for last mile purposes, and like 1 to 2 miles if you don't want to pedal at all, or bigger distances if you don't mind pedaling. But yeah, if you can go 18 miles per hour, you don't want to go back to 9 miles per hour. This is like, yeah, it doesn't feel right. I also would not buy the $700 version because the gear ratio doesn't really work well with the motor. The motor is too fast, and you can pedal, and then you put on the pedal assist or mode, or the first or second mode. You still just don't use the pedaling because you cannot pedal as fast with those small gears.